Let's switch topics because I keep hearing this reoccurring theme about how important writing is.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite tracks on the album is featuring an up and coming star that I think he, along with others that you mentioned on the album, like Sean or
Joyner.
Kendrick or J. Cole, Joyner Lucas, powerful, real powerful artist. I like y'all together on this track. You know, I think it's a good mesh between a veteran and somebody who's on the rise.
He's so good too.
What is it about him that you like?
The first time I saw him was like 5 years ago at one of the BET ciphers. And I peeped how he was saying a lot of lines that I saw some of me in that, but at the same time, it was different because it was like, early on in my career, whenever I get to do a BET cipher, I want to write till my shit stands out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he stood out so much to me. I was like, yo, he was talking about Miley Cyrus, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was something like that, but he was talking about pop stars and he was doing this kind of thing. But I'm like, yo, people are gonna remember that. I remembered it. And then I kind of started, when he made the Ross Cappuccini, the way he did it from the two perspectives, it was genius, and it was like, stood out. Stood out so much to me. Like, not only that though, like the rhymes. Like, I'm listening to the rhyme. When I'm listening to a rapper, I'm listening to what you're bringing to the table as far as a skill set, right? That's the first thing I'm gonna hone in on. But the fact that, like I said, like, he's not compromising bars to tell this story. He's still got complexity in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the water rhyme went like he's taking you on this journey. And I never snapped out of that journey till it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, yo, this kid is fucking incredible.
Y'all got and I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember the lyrics exactly, but you come in with a verse where you say, I got a couple of mansions, but I still don't have any manners. You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids, it don't actually matter. What the fuck happened to hip hop? What's going on with hip hop? People took that line and thought you were indirectly talking about Drake.
No, see, here's the thing. I saw that too.
Yeah.
Drake is always gonna be in my good graces because he did something for one of my daughters that I will never forget, and he will always be in my graces with that. And I like Drake. What I'm telling you with these lines is, I don't know what's real and what's not at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear shit about this rapper, that rapper, whatever. I'm telling you that I don't do it, never have, and never will. If I ever need a ghostwriter, I need to just fucking put the mic down. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal belief. As far as anybody out here that does use ghostwriters, that's fine. If that's what you do, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I don't do it. Hip hop was the most important thing that empowered me as a kid. It made me feel, I have a line where I say it made me feel tough when I wasn't.
Yeah.
When I was a scrawny little kid, growing up on 8 Mile, walking up the fucking block, put headphones on, and it made me feel powerful. Hip hop probably was, I mean, it was like my dad, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And it was the only thing that made me empowered. It made me feel good about myself. And when I started being able to write rhymes and figured out I could do it, that's where the feeling comes from to me. Because the excitement is being able to come up with the shit. You know what I'm saying? It taught me how to throw my first punch. Gave me the confidence to be able to throw my first punch. And to realize, not only that, the fact that Proof used to beat my ass all the time in the backyard boxing. And one time he beat me like literally to the fucking ground. And he was just like, just stop. Because I kept getting up, coming at him, but I'm like, but I just kept getting beat up. He was fast, man. He was very quick. And but it made me realize, like, okay, taking a punch is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Your fear when you're a kid is like, oh my God, if I get hit, what if they hit me in the nose and it jams my nose in my brain and I die? Like, kind of shit you think about. But nah, man, hip hop, like since its beginning, I was always under the impression that every rapper wrote their rhymes, and when you heard about Kumo D battling Busy B, it was who's bringing the best rhymes to the table. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be able to say the best shit? Who's the cleverest and the wittiest? And then years later, fast forward, you hear Eazy-E saying Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say. And I remember being a kid, like hearing the line, but it never really, I just didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really affect the way I felt about Eazy-E or the way I felt about NWA.
I think in all fairness, though, I think Drake is a superior writer to be able to sustain the level of success he has.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great music. There's not really even much you can say about it, you know. On this Kamikaze album, I feel like I was pretty direct at who I was kind of taking shots at and going at and who I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't send subliminals to Drake there'd be no reason for me to do that. But I am expressing to you that regardless of what any of these other dudes do, I have never, not even a line, not even anything. I wouldn't be able to have fun with it if I couldn't write it.